Jamaica Magazine, the program that keeps you connected with what's happening across our island. From daily government news to in-depth features and other engaging visual content, we've got you covered. Stay tuned every day of each week for the latest updates. I'm Theodore Henry, and we'll be right back.
Living in a systematic adjudication area, it's time to secure what's yours. The National Land Agency is distributing titles under its systematic land registration program. Persons in St. Elizabeth and Manchester, visit the Junction Guest House in St. Elizabeth to collect your title. In St. Catherine, we're coming to you house to house. To collect your title, bring your government-issued photo ID. If someone is collecting on your behalf, they should bring a JP certified letter and their government-issued photo ID. For more information, call 876-750-5263 or visit nla.gov.jm. One agency, one goal, committed to serve you better.
Good day, I'm Lisa Rowe and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, August 20, 2025. Jamaica is now much closer to the mandated debt-to-GDP target of 60% to be reached by financial year 2027-2028. This, after updated accounting from the Statistical Institute of Jamaica Statin, reveals a debt-to-GDP rate of 62.4% for the 2024-2025 fiscal year, revised from the 67.3% previously estimated for the period. The report comes from the Planning Institute of Jamaica, PIOJ, during its quarterly media briefing yesterday. PIOJ's Director General, Dr. Wayne Henry, explains that this more accurate accounting for output levels is derived from the revised GDP format now being utilized by Statin in accordance with the 2008 System of National Accounting SNA, replacing the 1993 SNA that was previously used.
This update brings Jamaica's economic reporting in line with international best practices and enhances the country's ability to generate timely and relevant data for policy and development planning.
The update became effective as at January to March 2025 quarter and currently includes revisions going back to 2015.
These methodological enhancements, supported by updated classifications, new data sources, and improved measures of household consumption and informal sector activity, resulted in an average increase of 7.8% in GDP levels between 2015 and 2023. It should be noted that the revisions undertaken by Statin were independently reviewed and accepted by key development partners, reinforcing the credibility of these updates.
Meanwhile, for the first 6 months of this year, Jamaica's real GDP is estimated to have grown by 1.2%, driven by 2.9% growth in the goods-producing industry and a more modest 0.7% for the services industry. According to the PIOJ, there was also a 1.4% improvement in the country's economic performance for the April to June quarter of this year, compared with the corresponding period of 2024. Among the key drivers of this positive performance is the rebound being seen in the agriculture, forestry and fishing, and the accommodation and food service activities industries, which were hardest hit by the weather-related disruptions of 2024.
Both industries have entered into a new growth phase, with current output levels surpassing their pre-Hurricane Beryl output levels.
Overall, the goods-producing industry for the quarter grew by an estimated 3.8% and the services industry by 0.5%. The PIOJ's Director General says short-term prospects for the overall economy are positive.
For the July to September 2025 quarter, it is anticipated that the economy will grow within the range of 2% to 3%. For fiscal year 2025-26, the PIOJ's fiscal year projection is for real GDP growth within the range of 1% to 2%.
Jamaica is well on its way to becoming a top destination for business and investment in the Caribbean. That's the word from the Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Senator Aubyn Hill. He asserts that this is thanks to a series of economic and structural reforms undertaken by the government. The minister points to Jamaica's work with multilateral institutions to improve the ease of doing business, as well as the strengthening of key sectors, particularly logistics, technology, and agro-processing.
Jamaica is being engineered to be a most attractive investment destination in the Caribbean. Our seamless investment architecture ensures speed, scale, and sustainability for local and global investors and local entrepreneurs alike. And investors really trust Jamaica, and they are putting their money where their confidence is.
Minister Hill was addressing the 2025 Caribbean Investment Forum held recently at the Montego Bay Convention Center in St. James. 98 newly minted correctional officers have been charged to lead with integrity, dignity, and strength as they join the Department of Correctional Services, DCS. The call was made by Minister of National Security, Dr. Horace Chang, at their graduation ceremony in St. Anne last Friday. He urged the men and women not to compromise their principles when confronted with wrongdoings, whether from inmates or colleagues. Dr. Chang emphasized that upholding the law helped to build public trust, which was critical to the criminal justice system.
Our vision is not simply to reduce crime, it is to break the cycle of offending, to turn lives around, and to create communities that are resilient against criminal influence. You are at the front line of that vision.
The National Security Minister asserted that great strides had been made in reimagining the correctional system between 2016 and 2025. They include investment in CCTV systems and learning management platforms, a recidivism rate of 41%, and the establishment of a National Correctional Services Policy in 2020, which was updated recently.
These reforms have been supported by infrastructure upgrades, including a new 300 inmate block at the Tarman Farm, and ongoing plans for modern state-of-the-art facility to replace the Torres Street Adult Correctional Center, one of the oldest buildings in our country. And that plan is proceeding.
Student teachers at Church Teachers College in Manchester and the College of Agriculture, Science and Education case in Portland are set to benefit from the installation of smart labs. On Friday, the Ministry of Education and the Digicel Foundation signed a memorandum of understanding to establish the facilities under the Smart Lab program. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Dr. Kassan Troop, highlighted the importance of extending the initiative, which was first implemented in primary schools in 2022.
The pre-service preparation is extremely important because it means that the teachers are coming ready, exposed to 21st century devices and equipment. And so they're up to par with the students. So we cannot be afraid of using the technology. And so we have to teach our teachers to interact and to embrace. And this is what the Digicel Foundation is doing today.
Each smart lab is being constructed at a cost of $80,000, which covers the renovation and retrofitting of existing spaces. They will be fitted with laptops, tablets, a smart board with Mimeo learning software, 2-year free Digicel internet access, and teacher training software. These will join fully equipped labs already set up at the Sam Sharp Teachers College in St. James, as well as St. Joseph's and Micah University College in Kingston. And finally, the government will be erecting a statue of Jamaican boxing legend Mike McCallum at the Statue Park in the National Stadium complex. The announcement was made by the Minister of Sport, Olivia Grange, on Saturday. She was delivering the tribute on behalf of Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness at the Thanksgiving service for McCallum's life.
We will ensure that a statue of Mike McCallum is placed center of Statue Park to celebrate and to recognize his contribution. Mike, your legacy will echo in every gym where a young Jamaican dreams of greatness, in every ring where discipline and courage are tested, and in every heart that believes no dream is too big for a small island nation. Jamaica, land we love.
Mike McCallum, who is regarded as one of the finest fighters to ever emerge from the Caribbean, held world titles at light middleweight, and light heavyweight. Renowned for his powerful body punching technique, he earned the nickname the Body Snatcher and made a lasting impact on the global boxing stage. McCallum passed away on May 31 in Las Vegas at the age of 68. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lisa Rowe. Thanks for watching.
By now, you should know that Jamaica's parliamentary elections are set for Wednesday, September 3. Will you be voting? Well, if you're still on the fence with what to do, this next feature will be sure to challenge your decision.
Every day that I'm on this road, the challenges of unknowns, our love will grow, our love will grow. Every step that we take as one.
Hi!
Wait, we're going to do this.
What? You can't be serious.
No, this is what I'm talking about.
Jerry, me tell us something in the voting business, you know?
Yet you have the most to say about the government, past and present.
But of course, I'm a Jamaican, and everything the government does or doesn't do affects me.
Exactly, sir. I'm glad I say it. Everything the government does and doesn't do affects all of us. But the most effective way to ensure all of our voices are heard is to not yap away to our friends, but to be a part of the selection process by voting.
Jerry, you just come on and bother myself. Look how me come in a nice dress, and not even compliment me. Like you can hurt up my head about vote, like, be for real.
You see it, and I wonder why you know that fact doing it new.
Yeah, go on.
I'm kidding, babe. You know you look good. So much so it got me thinking about our future. It made me want to have an important conversation pertaining that future. Possibly the most important conversation we're ever going to have.
Are you proposing marriage?
Well, the second most important conversation we're ever going to have. We have a say in who governs us.
I know, babe, but like, I wouldn't know where to start.
And that's fine. Let's start here. Look at the candidates. Don't pay no mind to what the people are saying. Let us educate ourselves using factual and unbiased forums. We're young and we're educated, and we're going to vote in that manner.
You know, just that because we're voting for all people, though?
Well, the thing about it is, everybody over 18 and able-minded should vote. But when you say voting for old people, you realize that you leave it up to the persons who are soon gone if we leave us in the Gideon. Young people too must be involved in the electoral process, and I'm not gonna make this election go by and me not check a box. So what you say? Vote for me now?
I didn't realize you're running for office.
You know what I mean, babes, just do it.
Or you're paying for Nike, what? Like, I'm laughing, but I hear you. I'm honestly just afraid I might make the wrong decision.
And that's fine. But understand, an informed decision is the best decision, no matter the outcome. So I say, I'm gonna make you do it.
Alright, babe, make her do it.
Find out where you are to vote before Election Day. On Election Day, visit your polling station and listen to the instructions of the presiding officer. Remember to bring your new voter ID card. You may still vote without your ID card, but the process will be faster if you have it with you. Mark your ballot behind the voting booth and return your ballot folded. Once the counterfoil is removed, your ballot cannot be traced back to you. Dip your finger in the ink and watch as your ballot is deposited into the ballot box.
Your vote is your voice. Make it count.
The members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force are here to help maintain order, and that includes keeping our roads safe. If you're stopped by a police officer, whether because you ran a light or if they are doing a routine check, do you know the steps you should follow?
As a police officer, I would implore all our drivers to be safe, to operate motor vehicles and drive safely. Road safety is a concern for every Jamaican citizen. Once you operate or drive safely, you make it a safe environment for all other persons to operate, whether it be the pedestrian, the motorcyclist, or the public passenger vehicles.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound.
Keep your vehicles serviced so they're in prime condition to handle anything the road throws at them. Follow road signs and traffic signals to avoid dangerous situations and prevent collisions with other drivers or even pedestrians. Do not drink alcohol before or while behind the wheel. We all know these road safety guidelines, but many don't realize that obeying the directions of police officers in the traffic space is another critical component of road safety. They are there to ensure order is being maintained and disrupt any criminal act that may be in progress, especially those involving the use of a vehicle.
So the police from time to time will conduct operations. We class them as crime reduction operations. So from national roadblock operation, speed enforcement operation, vehicle checkpoint operation, spot checks, and so on, in which officers will be stopping you. They will be checking first to see if any breaches of the Firearms Act, the Dangerous Drugs Act, the Customs Act are being detected. If there's any breach of the Road Traffic Act, that will be dealt with.
So, what's your role in helping to not hinder these activities and potentially place yourself in danger? Simple. Follow the directives of the officer that stops you.
On being stopped by the police, as a member of the motoring public or the motorist, you should bring your vehicle to a complete stop. You should bring down all your windows and keep your hands on the steering and listen for all instructions from the police. There can be multiple reasons that can arouse the police officer's suspicion and multiple breaches that can come under different legislations. You do not want to drive away from a police officer because it means that firstly you may be issued a traffic ticket for failing to comply with a constable's command. As also at Section 7 of the Road Traffic Act, you must produce your documents to the police. It is an offense for you not to produce your documents when instructed to do so by the police. So you hand the officer your driver's license, vehicle documents, then you can ask a question. You do not want a situation in that you are utilizing the electronic communication device, which is your phone, to make a call when the vehicle is in operation on the road, because that is a breach of the Road Traffic Act and you may be prosecuted for it.
And even once the vehicle has stopped, you should also refrain from using your mobile device while interacting with the police.
It would not be practicable to make a call whilst you're being searched by the officer or whilst a motor vehicle is being searched. You are required to be in full attendance at that part. But upon confirmation of what is requested of you, you should comply with the instructions given and allow the officer to carry out his duties. Good morning, ma'am. Sergeant Martindale. I'm attached to the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch. Could you bring down all your windows for me, please?
At this point, follow the officer's instructions carefully. It's crucial to listen attentively and not make any sudden movements. This ensures both your safety and the officers.
We implore all our motorists to drive safely, comply with instructions, comply with signs given. At no time should you be arguing with the officer, shouting at the officer, or you should try to assault the officer in the performance of his or her duties. You should comply, look, listen for all signals, all instructions.
So the next time you're behind the wheel, remember, safety first. By following the rules of the road and instructions of our police officers, it not only protects you, but all road users.
The season for honoring our nation's heroes is upon us. The year may have flown by, but now's the perfect time to reflect. Let's revisit the remarkable journey of this woman in the world of film, a journey that earned her the Order of Distinction for her outstanding contribution to the Jamaican film industry.
Oh, hi! Didn't see you there. I was just a little bit distracted by what I was watching. But can you blame me? When you're watching a film or a play, you want to feel immersed or like you're simply a part of the show, right? In recognition of her outstanding contribution to the Jamaican film industry, this remarkable woman is being honored by her nation with the award of the Order of Distinction in the rank of officer. To whom do I speak? Miss Audrey Sylvia Reid.
I didn't want to become an actress. I don't know how it knocked at my door. There were so many things I wanted to be as a child that inspired me as a child. Mainly modeling. I wanted to be a model. But I got pregnant quite early. And you know, after giving birth so early, the body lost its gravity. So there are certain things you can't wear and do again. I wanted to be what my mother wanted me to be. They wanted you to be the teacher, the nurse, the doctor, the this and that. Anyway, acting comes knocking at my door. I think God see that I was trained, so I said, "Let me find something for you to do." So the bug hits me, and that started when I was at Vauxhall. I started doing plays representing the school. At festival, doing Miss Lou pieces, carrying home gold for them. And even at that time, I didn't decide that that's what I wanted to do, you know. But I was living in Vineyardtown at the time, and then you have this company by the name of Aubyn Hill's production. They were always rehearsing, giving out plays like Over a Wedding, Village Roosters. So during that time, I used to just go over there and watch them. And I said, this look nice. I actually saw the rehearsal, and then I saw a play that they mounted. The reaction from the audience and all those things. My mother always tell me that I never find time to exhibit myself until I see people. So this audience, I could showcase and exhibit the talent that I think God had given me.
Mabel, this give me like a water and I feel like I'm going hoarse. Truck some of my cursing all morning. Ted, come get a little water.
I've done quite a few plays here and overseas. I would say Boops, there's a play I did in England, Boops. So that gave me my name in England. And to this day, people are still talking about it. I played the character Vinette. I went on to do Iglas, a Ginger Night production, and it was while doing Iglas that I got the call to do Dancehall Queen. Audition was going on, and when they called me, actually, I said, you know, they wanted you to do the lead in a movie. I said, huh? For me? Do a lead in a movie? No. So we all think it was a prank until the director, I was with Blue Mountain Theatre at the time, and they said, no, we're going to the West End in London to do the audition. And I went. Rick Elgood, Don Letts, the director at the time, I did about 3 auditions. So they asked when I was coming back to Jamaica, I told them, let's say you need to do another one. Dress up in the street cart, clothes, and pushing the cart and all of them things. So I did that, and they said, okay, we'll see, we'll call you. I didn't remember about it. And I got a call one morning that you're Marcia. In England is a way far from, you know, in terms of proximity, it's about 9 hours flying. It's not as easy as from Florida to come to Jamaica and so on. So those people have to save and wait to, you know, even to come to Jamaica. So we take it to them. Now, when they know we're coming, theatre sell out long before we reach there. We have that record, we have the history, we have the receipt to show all of that. I mean, when we go to England, it's like they have to add another show. Theatre sell it, especially when, I mean, let me pat myself. Audrey Reid is on the flyer, Oliver Samuels is on the flyer, Dion Silvera and them lot is on the flyer. Theatre sell out a long time before we even reach, so it's always adding new shows. So even if they say this show is 3 weeks, when we give ourselves another week, because it's always, you know, in terms of the audience, you'd swear with Jamaica in, lighter go up, cheer a beat, standing up. You know, the Jamaica, it's still there. It's still there, believe me. It's no, the only difference is location. I pride myself in being versatile. I have not been typecast. So anywhere you put me, drama, comedy, anything you put me, I am versatile enough to go through that. And, you know, I'm yet up for a challenge. For upcoming actors, I always tell them they are looking at the finished product. Before that, the discipline. It's not that, and majority of them would come up, boy, Audrey, I want to do acting, you know, I want to come. I said, what do you really want it for, though? As a profession or just for the limelight? Because most of them is for the limelight. They want, boy, I want to come on TV, you know, I want to travel, I said that it's not all, it entails a lot of things. There are more to it than just seeing that. Number one, it takes a lot from, I mean, I must say, you know, with my longevity, I learn a lot. I'm still being schooled because even during rehearsal, it's like we're in a classroom. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. So I said you have to prepare yourself for hard work, discipline, even time management. Happy. Felt honored, humbled at the same time. You feel, you know, the appreciation coming out. They know my work, and now it's time to say, give them my flowers. So I'm honored about it. To give the order of distinction means a lot to me. It will certainly add volume to my portfolio. The recognition, you know, we are ambassadors for our country. Whenever we leave Jamaica and go out and work, we represent our country with pride. So we fly the flag. It's not just the runners or the cricketers or so. We actors, but we seldom get the, you know, accolades like the others. So I thank them.
Despite the many challenges that Audrey faced in her early years, her strength and determination allowed her to become one of the most well-known actresses from Jamaica, both locally and overseas.
My audience. I can't get enough of them. They said they can't get enough of me. So the audience, it's fulfilling. It gives you a feeling of pride as well. It gives you this feeling that, yes, you are doing something that makes people laugh. A lot of them would say you took us through pandemic. You know, there are times when I'm down and I just draw for 2 hours, you show them in a Audrey. And that, I said, wow. So to give that feeling, to know that someone is laughing because of things you're doing and feeling happy, accomplishment.
And so, we close out with a heartfelt salute to a true trailblazer in the world of film. Through her talent, passion, and dedication, this Jamaican actress has not only made her mark on the screen and in theaters, but also paved the way for future generations. Her contribution to the industry has enriched both the Jamaican and global film landscapes, leaving a legacy that will continue to inspire. We thank her for the years of captivating performances and for showing the world the power of Jamaican artistry.
We're at the end of today's show, but be sure to join us again tomorrow for another lineup geared towards providing you with information on the government's policies and initiatives for building a better Jamaica. You may visit our website, jis.gov.jm, to rewatch this show or to catch up on the others we have on the site. I'm Theodore Henry, telling you thanks for watching from our production team here at the JIS.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.